Welcome to my YouTube channel ATS Bike Zone. Imagine a motorcycle that looks like a beastly Grand Tourer and hides a 2.0 yojak Chinhel horizontally opposed 8-cylinder engine under its fairing, a machine built to drop on show flaws and swallow long highway miles in absolute comfort. This is the Souo S2000, Great Wall Motors' audacious entry into heavyweight touring, designed to take aim at established icons in the segment while announcing that China can make motorcycles that are both technically wild and genuinely usable. For the intro sequence, use close-ups of the bike's sculpted front fairing, the twin headlight signature, the exposed engine banks and the honeycombed details on the side scoops. Cut to a slow pan of the whole bike with a sweeping soundtrack, then a short on-screen stat card, 1999cc flat 8-speed DCT shaft drive, to immediately telegraph the headline tech. That 2-liter Boxer 8 is the headline. It's a rare layout for a motorcycle in the heart of Souo's story, offering strong mid-range torque tailored for touring and a character all its own. Move into the exterior segment by walking viewer around the S2000. Show the differences between the ST and GL versions, the ST S2 box setup with side cases versus the GL's full 3-box touring layout with top trunk and a cushy passenger throne. Highlight the massive aluminium die-cast frame, the single-sided swing arm wire-fitted and that unusual 3-tier double wishbone front suspension which replaces a conventional fork for improved stability and plush compliance at speed. The design language reads like a luxury cruiser, big, bold surfaces with chrome highlights and tasteful trim options, lion red, meteorite black, swan white, and luggage capacity that makes it a true long-distance machine. When you film the engine and drivetrain close-ups, narrate the technical bits plainly. The Flat 8 produces roughly 150 to 154 horsepower and healthy torque in the neighborhood of 190 Nm, routed through an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic that keeps shifts smooth for a relaxed touring pace. That DCT, combined with a shaft final drive, gives the S2000 an easy, car-like usability for the rider who wants long days in the saddle without wrestling heavy clutch or chain maintenance. For viewers who love numbers, overlay dyno-style graphics showing horsepower and torque curves and compare them to class rivals to give context. Inside the cockpit is where the S2000 tries to sell you on comfort and tech. Film the 12.3 yojak Chinhai and CH digital instrument cluster and show it booting up. It runs a Snapdragon class processor, supports OTA updates and integrates navigation, phone mirroring and a voice assistant. Point out heated seats and grips, electrically adjustable windscreen, cruise control, and the surprisingly premium 8-speaker 360W sound system that turns the bike into a rolling living room. Safety tech is comprehensive for a motorcycle: ABS, traction control, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alerts and even parking sensors and an electronic parking brake make this feel more like a car's safety suite than a traditional Taurus. These are the features that will matter to long-distance riders who prioritize convenience and peace of mind. For the ride and handling portion, show footage from twisty back roads and open highway. Narrate how the weight the S2000 sits well north of 400 kg in ready-to-ride trim, affects agility but rewards riders with an ultra-stable, composed platform once rolling. Explain how the Hussack-style double wishbone front end and electronically adjustable damping help it steer confidently despite the mass, and how the engine's boxer layout lowers center of gravity for more planted handling than its size might suggest. Add rider commentary about throttle response, transmission smoothness and how the bike behaves when fully loaded with luggage and a passenger. When you cover fuel economy and practicality, mention the claimed consumption figures and range. With a 26-liter tank and a consumption figure in the ballpark of 5.9 L, 100 km, the bike promises long legs between stops, a selling point for international riders chasing big miles. Also show how luggage mounts, rider ergonomics and the pillion accommodations make it genuinely practical for multi-day touring. Price and market availability are key for viewer weighing a purchase. Quote the official Chinese pricing range as context. The entry ST model launched around the low to mid 200,000 yuan mark, with the top GL and founder editions climbing into the high 200s, which converts roughly into the $30,000 $41,000 range depending on spec and exchange rates, notably competitive for what is effectively a high-end, heavily equipped Grand Tourer. Mention that export plans are limited and many markets may only see the bike later or via selective importers, so availability and final pricing outside China could vary. For the outro, bring the story full circle. restate the S2000 bold proposition, engineering bravado, unusual flat 8 character, and a level of comfort and tech that repositions Great Wall from Karmakar to Grand Touring contender. End on a viewer call to action. Unwrite comments, would they trade a gold wing for a Souo S2000? And suggest subscribing for a deeper test ride, maintenance tips and buyer guide content if they want to see long-term ownership impressions. Finish with a cinematic shot of the bike rolling into sunset, the exhaust note fading under the credits.